Well, hello, everyone. This is Wilson Cole, and I'm president of Adams, Evans & Ross. And I want to talk to you today about bankruptcy and from a collection standpoint, what that means, and from a secured creditor standpoint and unsecured creditor standpoint, what that means. And keep a lookout in your email box or either on this. I know we're going to be doing a secured creditor webinar on what you need to do with some of our staff attorneys or one of our staff attorneys in the coming weeks. If you want to make sure that you get a free invite, and the webinar is absolutely free going forward, just put it in the instant message. Have us send you a link to that webinar. Just request it and we'll get it to you. But let me give you an overview of bankruptcy from a collection standpoint. When a company comes in for collections, we can legally reach out to them, contact them, everything along those lines. Once a company files bankruptcy, legally, they are under the protection of the U.S. government. We no longer can contact them directly. We no longer can send demands. You no longer can contact them or any of those lines. They're under the protection of the bankruptcy court. And the bankruptcy court goes through it and says, what assets do they have? Who do they owe? And they prioritize bills. As a general rule, they'll prioritize a bill by unsecured or secured creditor and who's in place, second place, and things along those lines. And on the webinar, we're going to go into a lot more detail, but just give you an overview. To become a secured creditor, you have to file a UCC-1, which is fairly easy to do. But once you file the UCC-1, you have to have permission prior from the debtor to do that. And there's ways to put that into your fee agreements to make it almost automatic. But once you become a secured creditor, whoever files it first is almost like a mortgage. It's the first lien holder. Whoever files it second is the third lien holder. And so you have these hierarchies of, if they go into bankruptcy, this guy gets paid first. If there's any money left, these guys get paid first, and they work them down. If all of the secured creditors get paid, then the unsecured creditors, which is typically 99 times out of 100 what our clients are. They've never filed UCC-1s, or just what they call an open account creditor. They provided services, they sent an invoice, and now it's time to get paid. You guys are on the unsecured side, and which means that you're at that proverbial bottom of the food chain. So without being able to contact the debtor, without being able to contact, collection start, even if you have filed suit, everything in the court system freezes whenever a company goes into bankruptcy. And the courts even oversee anything to do with that lawsuit that was filed. So the biggest thing to remember is if you're a secured creditor or if you're an unsecured creditor, it's a hierarchy. If you're a secured creditor, it doesn't assure that you're going to be able to get paid, because there may be people ahead of you, or they may owe more than they owe you, even if you're the only secured creditor. Or they may not have enough assets to pay you. But if you're an unsecured creditor, after doing this for 30 years, I can count on one hand where our clients have seen anything other than nominal funds. We have seen clients where they've gotten 70%, 50%, which are pretty good, but of the amounts that were owed through the bankruptcy court, that may have happened 2 or 3 times, and another 2 or 3 times our clients saw 10 to 20%. It just doesn't really happen if they go into bankruptcy. So you want to make sure on bigger balances that you're a secured creditor, but you also want to make sure that you understand that if they file bankruptcy, you no longer can contact them. You can't reach out to the principals of that company. And this sounds like semantics, but I have a lot of clients say, well, I know where he lives. Well, you dealt with the corporation. You didn't have a personal guarantee, so you can't go after him. Now, if you had a personal guarantee, you could sue that individual, the owner, and go after him on a separate track if he didn't file bankruptcy, if just the company filed bankruptcy. And we do run into that on occasion. So just understand those are the rules, and you really want to have secured creditor if you can, prior to doing business with them, or get a personal guarantee. And especially if they've been in business less than 2 years, make sure you get a personal guarantee. That's something that we discuss in detail, but in other webinars and other videos. But do put down in the link if you'd like for an instant message to go out to you to give you the link to the free bankruptcy secured creditor website, or to the webinar that we're going to be doing with some of our staff attorneys. If you have a collection issue, go to staffingdebt.com. Book an appointment with myself or one of our staff attorneys, and we'd certainly love to work with you. Hey guys, it's Wilson again, and this video was brought to you by Adams, Evans, and Ross. And if you like the video, please make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also like the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below as well. If you'd like to learn more about our company, please visit our website at staffingdebt.com. And also remember, if there's no collection, there's absolutely no cost at all.